On the top, make it drop. That's what makes you beautiful.
Bet your silence is my trade. Shut up. Lockjaw. Bet your silence.
Ha! Crawl out, push up, crisscross, push up, touch your shoulder, push up.
If the food is tasteless, add caviar.
He thought he was broker than me till I told him I haven't eaten for 7 days.
If the food is tasteless, add caviar.
Approved. Approved. I don't know. Approved. Approved.
Ronaldo wakes up in the morning, and the first thing he checks is his trophy cabinet. A few minutes later, he decided to check his trophy cabinet again. But this time, he was confused after his 2 Ballon d'Ors were missing. But just watch who just took his Ballon d'Or. Ronaldo wakes up in the morning.
Hey son, what you drawing?
Just my friend that comes and talks to me in the middle of the night. He's always standing behind you, too.
Oh, great heavens!
Dad?
Hey son, what you drawing?
Just my friend that comes and talks to me in the middle of the night. He's always standing behind you, too.
Oh, great heavens!
Dad?
Hey son, what you drawing?
Just my friend that comes and talks to me in the middle of the night. He's always standing behind you, too.
Oh, great heavens!
Dad? Hey, Dad.
What?
A man goes out in the heavy rain with nothing to protect him, but his hair doesn't get wet. How does he do it?
Hey Grandpa, have you heard this song? Grandpa? Mom? Dad? Hey Grandpa, have you heard this?
Bugatti almost built an SUV that could have changed everything. So why did they kill it before anyone even saw it? Let me explain. When Lamborghini launched the Urus in 2018, it exploded. At first, people thought it was a joke, but then it became their best-selling car ever. Ferrari, who once said they'd never build an SUV, released the Puro Sangue, and it became a huge hit. And Porsche? They figured it out a long time ago. Their Cayenne and Macan sell more than all their sports cars combined. So what's stopping Bugatti? Well, here's the twist. Bugatti did design an SUV. It had a carbon fiber body, electric power, and the iconic horseshoe grill. But the CEO at the time, Stefan Winkelmann, shut it down. He said an SUV would never honor Bugatti's legacy. Then in 2021, Rimac took over Bugatti. Everyone thought things might change. But mate Rimac said, we could make billions, but that's not what Bugatti is. Because here's what most people don't. Bugatti buyers already own 30 cars, jets, and yachts. They don't want practical. They want a masterpiece. And Bugatti builds rolling art, not daily driver. Bugatti
Grandma, they in here watching porn. Grandma, they in here watching porn.
I want you to say the first thing that comes to your head when I say something. Ready? Yeah. All right, let's go. LeBron.
James.
Chris.
Paul.
Travis.
Scott.
Justin.
Timberlake.
Mia. I want you to.
Hey, little boys. Daddy's gonna touch you.
So yes, we will be breaking that. Alright, I only get one shot at this, so we're going to be breaking the glass in the Simplex 4251-30. Here we go. Lift the hammer and pull down. So yes, we will be breaking.
I can go 90 miles an hour. You can't. You can't do that.
Shush.
They don't say congratulations, but you know they watch that shit. I ain't even gonna get mad. I'm young, black and rich.
I can go 90.
Who are you waiting for?
My friends?
Listen, we know you're here to see an 11-year-old girl.
She said she was 12.
Smile without your eyes. Raise your eyebrows. Stop smiling. That's your model face. Smile without your eyes. Raise your eyebrows. Stop smiling. That's your model face.
This boy has a gun, which when fired makes the water bottle big, and when fired back it becomes even bigger, and he becomes very happy and runs away here and there. While running, Bhakti gets entangled in the rope and falls down. His gun bounces and goes, but that girl does not give the gun, and instead starts firing at him. Will that boy also grow up with a gun?
Never say I love you again. Just say, whoa!
Good night, Nick. I love you.
Night, Mom. Oh, Mom?
Never say I love.
A man happily goes into his hibernation machine to sleep for 90 years. He thinks that when he wakes up, he will be in a new world. But as soon as he lies down comfortably, he feels something strange. The machine seems to be malfunctioning. He tries to get out quickly, but the door gets jammed. After a lot of effort, he somehow manages to get out. He starts getting scared. Has something gone wrong? He runs towards the command center so that he can wake up the captain and tell him that people are waking up before their time. He uses many tools, but the captain's door does not open. Now he has only one way left. He wants to immediately send a message of help to the Earth, but the distance between the ship and the Earth was so much that the message will take 19 years to reach there, and it took 36 years for the answer to come. That means the whole process would take 55 years. It was impossible to wait that long. Fed up, he gives up hope that any help will come. Now he wanders all over the ship, troubled by loneliness. Then one day, he feels that there is someone else in the ship. His heart beats fast. Maybe he is not alone. He quickly moves towards her, but when he comes closer, he finds out that he is a robot. Now his every day is limited to the same room and eating the same food. Many years pass like this. Then one day, he sees a sleeping girl, very beautiful, who was fast asleep in the hibernation machine. He takes a decision that was not right. He was going to wake her up before her time. He messes with the machine with his toolkit and wakes up Aurora. Now that they are the only two people on the ship, they slowly grow closer. On Aurora's birthday, Jim throws a party for her with the help of a robot waiter. Everything goes very well. Aurora says, now there should be no secrets between us. Then the robot Arthur thinks that Aurora does not know anything about the truth, and at that moment he tells the whole truth, that Jim woke her up for his own benefit. Jim takes out a ring to propose to her, but Aurora is shocked to hear the truth. She feels that Jim took away her whole life for his loneliness. Now Aurora is very angry. She stops talking to Jim. Meanwhile, a serious technical fault occurs in the ship. If nothing is done, everything can be lost. Jim has to go outside the ship and fix the system. He has to face extreme heat and danger. Aurora pulls the handle of the machine in time, but Jim falls into space and his safety rope breaks. Aurora tries her best to pull him out with the rope, but there is no movement in Jim's body. She quickly turns on all the first first aid systems from the captain's authority watch. Finally, Jim's life is saved. Now there is only one machine left in the ship in which a person can sleep for 90 years again. Jim tells Aurora, "You go to sleep, I will stay awake." He says, "I woke you up for my own selfish reasons, but now I want to correct my mistake." Now the decision is in Aurora's hands. After thinking for a while, Aurora says, "I want to live with you." Then Jim proposes her for marriage once again. This time, Aurora says yes with a smile. Both of them spend their whole life together in the ship. When the ship reaches its destination after 88 years, everyone else wakes up from sleep. When they reach the central hall, the scene in front of them is astonishing. The whole ship has now become a beautiful green garden. Jim and Aurora made their home there, and both of them always stayed with each other, and they gave a message to the passengers who came later. If you have a life partner to support you in life, then you can live a happy life anywhere, in any situations. Do you also have a partner who supports you in every happiness and sorrow?
So, class, scientists have concluded that in about 5 billion years, our sun will explode.
What are we gonna do? It's gonna explode.
Which, of course, will lead to our planet being engulfed in...
Wait, teacher?
Yeah, Simon, what's up?
So you're saying that the sun is gonna explode, and it's gonna destroy Earth?
Yeah, but this won't happen for a while, so...
Wow, I need some time to process this.
Okay, so, when that happens, scientists believe that it will cause a...
This is... Oh my God. What are you doing?
Bro, he's trying to process this.
I can't believe this is happening, man. Like why?
What do you mean? Why are you crying?
Bro, it's just too much to handle. Like, what are we gonna do?
Who is we? Who is we? We aren't even gonna be here for it. Humans probably won't even exist by then. There's nothing we can do.
So you just don't care about our planet's future? Huh? It's just bye-bye Earth?
You know what? Go to the principal.
Simon, do you want to explain why you're in my office? Shh, just... Let me tell you something, man.
Hey, principal, I just want to check to see if my student was... What's going on?
Did you hear about the sun?
Oh, come on! So, class, scientists have concluded...
Mark, and this is why you're failing. Because you're not being smart.
Speaking about being smart, let's see if you can answer this question correctly. A mom has 3 kids. April, May. What is the name of the 3rd kid?
Stop playing these games, because this is so easy. The answer is June.
Wrong. I'll give you one more chance. A mom has 3 kids. April, May. What is the name of the 3rd kid?
May, June, July?
Wrong. And this is why you're failing to teach me, because you're not smart.
Oh, great heavens!
I show speed!
I want to give a huge shout out to everybody, Ronaldo. Thank y'all.
See!
I Show Speed will never forget this day. Everyone knows Speed loves to challenge famous people and embarrass them. We have seen Speed beat Ashton Hall so badly and made him cry. He even beat KSI and laughed at him, but then Speed made a huge mistake. He challenged Ronaldo's son and even said he's a better footballer than him. After hearing this, Junior got furious and decided to play a match with him. Within a few minutes, Junior embarrassed Speed with his nutmeg. Then during a free kick, he hit Speed so hard and knocked him down. Speed couldn't take it anymore and tried to hit Junior back, but he failed miserably and started crying. If you feel sad for I Show Speed, hit the like button. If you
There was a 108-year-old woman who used to bathe in milk every day so that her skin would remain shiny and soft. Then she used to give that milk to the poor people on the road to drink. People did not know that it was actually her bathwater. The woman used to catch young girls and steal their body strength by using them, due to which she herself would look young again, and the girls would suddenly become old. She started with an old chariot. When a king named Kaiser sees her for the first time, he was so impressed by her beauty that he married her. But on the very first night of the marriage, the woman killed the king. Then she opened the doors of the fort and called her men inside, after which she declared herself the queen. When she became the queen, she started using black magic. One day some soldiers brought a golden framed magic mirror. Every day the queen would ask the mirror, "Who's the most beautiful woman in the world?" For many years the mirror kept telling her name, but one day the mirror said that now there is a girl who is more beautiful than her. That girl was the daughter of the king, whose skin was white. The king named her Snow White as soon as she was born, and made her the heir. After the king's death, the queen imprisoned Snow White in a dark room. Snow White remained there for 10 years. Meanwhile, famine spread throughout the country, but the queen still bathed in milk every every day. Then one day the mirror said that if the queen wanted to stay young forever, she would have to take out Snow White's heart and eat it. The queen sent her brother to go and get her heart, but when her brother went to see the girl, he changed his mind after seeing her beauty. Snow White saw an opportunity and attacked him on the face, and escaped from there. The soldiers surrounded her from all sides, but she jumped into the drain and reached the sea from there. When the queen came to know about this, she sent a man who had escaped from that forest before. He was the same hunter who was called Thor. The queen told him that if he brought the girl back, she would bring his dead wife back to life. The hunter was not completely sure about this, but he still agreed. Soon he found Snow White in the forest. When the queen's brother came to take the girl, the hunter refused him, which led to a quarrel between the two. Then the hunter decided to take her out of that scary forest. On the way, he encountered a big monster, fighting with whom the hunter got injured. Then Snow White came in front of him, and the monster stopped suddenly, as if he had sensed some magical power inside her. Somehow both of them got out of the forest, but some dwarfs caught them. When the girl told them who she was, they released her and took her to their home. Many unique animals and strange creatures lived in that forest. One day, a white deer came to them. He looked at Snow White and bowed his head, which made it clear that the girl was a special person. Then someone shot an arrow at the deer, and it turned into flying insects. Then a fight started in which the dwarf saved Snow White, but the hunter was caught again. But later, he killed the queen's brother. On the other hand, the queen again did magic and came in the form of a young boy. He fed the girl a poisonous apple, due to which she became unconscious. People brought her back to the palace, but no one could wake her up. Then the hunter kissed her, and she woke up. The queen felt that now she will have to fight on her own. She again stole the power of some young girls and made herself young again. Then she sent her army. On the other hand, Snow White also gathered her army and attacked the fort. Some people entered from below and opened the door. As soon as they entered, the fight started. Then Snow White and the queen came face to face. The queen brought the stone warriors to life with magic, but the hunter and his companions kept fighting them. Finally, Snow White injured the queen, due to which the queen's real age returned and she was killed. Now the darkness had gone away from the country, and Snow White became the new queen there. There was a
I pretended to be deaf for 3 years just to see what people really thought of me, and it destroyed my entire family. It started with an accident that should have been minor. I was 15 and biking home from school when a car sideswiped me at an intersection. I woke up in the hospital with a concussion, 2 fractured ribs, and partial hearing loss. The doctor said the hearing would come back. It did. 2 weeks later, I could hear again. Soft at first, then clear, but nobody knew that. My mom was crying by my bedside when I realized it. She was talking to my aunt, whispering that maybe this would finally teach me humility, that I'd always been too sensitive, too dramatic. I laid there pretending not to hear. She said maybe it was for the best I got knocked down a peg. That's when the idea started. I told the doctors I still couldn't hear. I kept faking it during tests, watching their mouths, reacting only to vibrations. Lip reading came naturally, faster than I expected. By the time I left the hospital, I was profoundly deaf in both ears. At first, it was peaceful. No one expected conversation. People spoke around me like I wasn't there. My classmates stopped trying. Teachers either pitied me or gave up. My parents smiled in public, praised me for being strong, but behind closed doors, they treated me like a burden. But the real story started 6 months later, when my older brother Ryan came home from college for Thanksgiving. I used to think we were close. He was the golden boy, valedictorian, football captain, pre-law. I was the weird art kid who painted in the garage. I was sitting on the stairs while he unpacked in the living room. My mom sat beside him and said, "It's honestly harder now, with her like this." She didn't even whisper. She's moody, distant, and the school says she's not even trying anymore. Ryan nodded. She was always a bit off. Maybe it's not the hearing. Maybe it's just her. That night, I cried so hard I almost blew the whole act, but I didn't. Instead, I leaned in harder, stopped reacting to doorbells, wrote notes instead of speaking, memorized how my friends' lips moved so I could track every conversation. I told people I didn't want a cochlear implant, that I was embracing deaf culture. They praised me, and they forgot I was there. My best friend, Mel, told our other friend Hannah that hanging out with me felt like babysitting now. Said it was exhausting being my translator in public. Called me an attention leech. My math teacher said in the break room he was glad I'd shut up for once. Another teacher laughed and said maybe I was faking it for sympathy. They had no idea I was just around the corner, waiting for my interpreter. But nothing compared to what I heard from my dad. It was my birthday. I was turning 16. No party, just a cake after dinner. I was sitting on the back porch when I heard him say, "I don't know if she's going to make it, Anne. She's not normal. She doesn't laugh anymore, doesn't try. Sometimes I wish," he didn't finish. Mom replied, "Maybe we send her to that residential program. You know, the one for disabled teens. Might be better for everyone." I knew what they meant. They were tired of me. So I made a plan. I started recording things. First with an old phone hidden in my jacket. Then a smartwatch I saved up for and bought used. I had hours of footage. Teachers, friends, family, all saying things they'd never say if they knew I could hear. I kept up the act through senior year. Prom came and went. No date, no invites. I pretended not to care. But I watched from the stairs as Ryan told my mom he was glad I wasn't going. Said it would have ruined the vibe. And Emma, my cousin Emma, who used to braid my hair at sleepovers, told her mom she didn't want to room with the sad deaf girl at the family reunion. I started to believe them. That maybe I was a burden. That maybe I deserved their pity. Until something changed. My art teacher, Mr. Carlton, stopped me after class one day. Wrote a note that said, "You draw like you're screaming." I smiled politely, ready to walk away. Then he leaned in and said, "But I don't think you're as silent as you pretend to be." My heart stopped. He handed me a book on body language and another on American Sign Language linguistics. If you're hiding something, make sure it's worth it. That night, I went through every recording I had. Every insult, every betrayal, every little piece of their real thoughts.
My dad was a programmer and he passed last year. My siblings sold his equipment and moved on. I missed him deeply one day. I checked an old email he had. Set up for me years ago, I never used it. I logged in and saw one unread email. It was from him sent 5 days before he died. It read, "If you're seeing this, I'm probably gone, but I made something for you. The link below is to yourname.com. I clicked it. He had built a website showcasing my childhood, memories and stories, and left a note saying, "This is yours now. Maybe the world will see what I saw in you. If this made you emotional, please like the video and subscribe to the channel." My dad was a programmer and he passed last year. My siblings sold his equipment and moved on. I missed him deeply one day. I checked an old email he had. Set up for me years ago, I never used it. I logged in and saw one unread email. It was from him sent 5 days before he died. It read, "If you're seeing this, I'm probably gone, but I made something for you. The link below is to yourname.com. I clicked it. He had built a website showcasing my childhood, memories and stories, and left a note saying, "This is yours now. Maybe the world will see what I saw in you. If this made you emotional, please like the video and subscribe to the channel." My dad was a programmer and he passed last year. My siblings sold his equipment and moved on. I missed him deeply one day. I checked an old email he had. Set up for me years ago, I never used it. I logged in and saw one unread email. It was from him sent 5 days before he died. It read, "If you're seeing this, I'm probably gone, but I made something for you." A car was driving into the tunnel. Shortly after entering, the tunnel behind them began to collapse. The man desperately stepped on the gas pedal, trying to escape, but it was too late. Mike endured the pain and fumbled to turn on the car lights. He opened his eyes and found his face covered in dust. If he moved even slightly, rots from the ceiling would fall continuously into the car. When the situation above stabilized, Mike took out his cell phone, carefully searching for a signal, worried that any sudden movement might trigger another collapse. After finally getting through to 119, Mike quickly explained the situation, but the operator thought it was a minor accident and impatiently told Mike to find a place to wait before hanging up the phone. This operator really frustrated Mike. An hour later, the rescue team finally arrived, only to be stunned by the scene before them. The entire tunnel had collapsed. They knew something major had happened, but collapse quickly escalated. News media outlets flooded the airways with reports. When Mike woke up, he grabbed the water from the back seat and drank half of it in one gulp. Little did he know that this was his life-saving water. After finishing the water, he picked up his phone. There were over 50 unread messages. Suddenly, a call came in. Mike thought it was the rescue team. He didn't expect it to be the media. Without hesitation, they started a live broadcast with Mike, asking him about his thoughts being trapped inside. The rescue team leader was curious when he found out. He rushed to the media's vehicle and shouted at them to stop immediately. The live broadcast was interrupted. At this point, the journalists were even more angry. "This is an exclusive live broadcast." The captain didn't waste any words and snatched their phone. He deleted Mike's number and warned the journalists, "If you dare to call and harass him again, you'll be arrested and sent to jail." He wasn't afraid of the journalists exposing the story, but he was worried that Mike's phone would run out of battery. Once Mike lost contact with the outside world, it would be very difficult for him to survive. After he returned, he personally called Mike. Mike described everything he could see. There was a ventilation fan ahead. His phone battery had 78% charge remaining. There were 2 bottles of water in the car, and a box of cake he had bought for his daughter. This would be enough for Mike to survive for 7 days. He assured Mike, "We will definitely rescue you before your water runs out." After saying that, he told Mike to turn off his phone. He was to turn it on at noon every day to report the situation. The rescue team didn't begin their operation until the next day. They first sent a drone to investigate, but the signal inside was too weak, and the drone crashed as soon as it flew over. The captain had no choice but to drive inside to check. Most of the interior had collapsed, just as the captain was shining his flashlight into the cracks. The horn sounded, startling him. The captain currently stopped his teammates. The horn's echo was too loud and could cause the tunnel to collapse again. At that moment, Mike called. He said he heard the horn. The teammate pressed it several more times. Mike said he heard it again, meaning he was nearby. But the horn really did cause a collapse. A large rock hit the front of the car, and the rear of the car was violently lifted up. The captain started the car and backed up. Fortunately, the car safely drove out of the tunnel. The captain quickly called back to ask if Mike was okay. Fortunately, Mike only ate some dust. During this call, Mike provided an important piece of information. The number on the ceiling fan in front of him was 13. The rescue team took the tunnel blueprints and immediately pinpointed Mike's location. The rescue operation officially began. Mike had been trapped for 3 days. He rummaged through the trunk and found 3 flashlights, a bottle of car wash liquid, and a few pairs of smelly socks. With nothing else to do, he started wiping down the seats. Suddenly, a noise came from outside. A soccer ball rolled over. Mike stared outside. There was a dog there. A car was driving into the tunnel. Shortly after entering, the tunnel behind them began to collapse. The man desperately stepped on the gas pedal, trying to escape, but it was too late. Mike endured the pain and fumbled to turn on the car lights. He opened his eyes and found his face covered in dust. If he moved even slightly, rots from the ceiling would fall continuously into the car. When the situation above stabilized, Mike took out.
A poor boy polishes a man's shoes and then asks him for his payment. Just as the man is about to give him the money,
Sweetie, we are so proud of your hard work in school, so we're letting you pick a special prize. A new iPhone or a new robot? Well, which one are you going to pick? Is the new robot a dog robot? No, it would be a robot tutor so you can continue learning. Well, in that case, I'm picking the iPhone. Thanks, Mom. This iPhone is so cool. It has so many different settings. Wait, it has an AI personal assistant?
Hello there, user. Would you like me to tell you about the weather? Or perhaps you would like to play a game.
Wait, you have games?
I have most things you could need. Just don't ask me for hugs, food, or about my past.
What about your past?
I said don't ask.
Okay, well, games sounds fun. What sort of games do you have?
We have 20 questions, Simon Says, or Finish the Saying.
Finish the saying.
Setting up a solo game for Finish the Saying. Theme will be TikTok.
What the? Sweetie, we are so proud of your hard work in school, so we're letting you pick a special prize. A new iPhone or a new robot? Well, which one are you going to pick? Is the new robot a dog robot? No, it would be a robot tutor so you can continue learning. Well, in that case, I'm picking the iPhone. Thanks, Mom. This iPhone is so cool. It has so many different settings. Wait, it has an AI personal assistant?
Hello there, user. Would you like me to tell you about the weather? Or perhaps you would like to play a game.
Wait, you have games?
I have most things you could need. Just don't ask me for hugs, food, or about my past.
What about your past?
I said don't ask.
Okay, well, games sounds fun. What sort of games do you have?
We have 20 questions, Simon Says, or Finish the Saying.
Finish the saying.
Setting up a solo game for Finish the Saying. Theme will be TikTok.
What the? Sweetie, we are so proud of your hard work in school, so we're letting you pick a special prize. A new iPhone or a new robot? Well, which one are you going to pick? Is the new robot a dog robot? No, it would be a robot tutor so you can continue learning. Well, in that case, I'm picking the iPhone. Thanks, Mom. This iPhone is so cool. It has so many different settings. Wait, it has an AI personal assistant?
Hello there, user. Would you like me to tell you about the weather? Or perhaps you would like to play a game.
Wait, you have games?
I have most things you could need. Just don't ask me for hugs, food, or about my past.
What about your past?
I said don't ask.
Okay, well, games sounds fun. What sort of games do you have?
We have 20 questions, Simon Says, or Finish the Saying.
Finish the saying.
Setting up a solo game for Finish the Saying. Theme will be TikTok.
What the? Sweetie, we are so proud of your hard work in school, so we're letting you pick a special prize. A new iPhone or a new robot? Well, which one are you going to pick? Is the new robot a dog robot? No, it would be a robot tutor so you can continue learning. Well, in that case, I'm picking the iPhone. Thanks, Mom. This iPhone is so cool. It has so many different settings. Wait, it has an AI personal assistant?
Hello there, user. Would you like me to tell you about the weather? Or perhaps you would like to play a game.
Wait, you have games?
I have most things you could need. Just don't ask me for hugs, food, or about my past.
What about your past?
I said don't ask.
Okay, well, games sounds fun. What sort of games do you have?
We have 20 questions, Simon Says, or Finish the Saying.
Finish the saying.
Setting up a solo game for Finish the Saying. Theme will be TikTok.
What the? Sweetie, we are so proud of